way in these protests. Universities, public institutions are also being pressured. See, the goal that Beijing seems to be setting is to make sure there is a cost for protesting, possibly even losing one's job. It is, interestingly enough, a market-driven and somewhat, ironically, capitalistic approach to dealing with protest. I guess what they're saying is, look, you want to protest? Fine, do it if you may, but it could cost you in your pocketbook, or it could cost you your business. From the Beijing perspective, and for many on the mainland, they see the protesters as biting the hand that feeds them. They say, look, we've helped create an economy that we feel has delivered economic advancements, even for some of you who are protesting. That's their perspective. This is fascinating. For more on China's tense situation regarding not just really Hong Kong, but its trade war with the United States, we take you now live to Shenzhen. That is where our correspondent, Sarah Montes de Oca, is on special assignment for us. Sarah, I want to begin with something that happened with John Bolton. Today, John Bolton, the National Security Advisor for the President, he was attacking Huawei today and trying to convince the UK, among others, to cut all ties with this giant Chinese tech company. What's the reaction there?
Well, Rick, you know, as you said, John Bolton is trying to convince, it's no surprise, the UK to halt their introduction of Huawei's 5G. Now, he says that they want the UK to investigate threats of these 5G before allowing it to come in. This is especially important given the time because the Prime Minister, Theresa May, just exited the position, and we have Boris Johnson. And Boris Johnson, it looks like, from what Bolton said, he could overturn the decision of allowing for some of Huawei's 5G connectivity into the country. So that still remains unclear what's going to happen. But Boris Johnson's administration, a British spokesperson, said that they're undertaking thorough evidence-based and hard-headed review of 5G. And the resilience of the UK telecom networks is of paramount importance. So they're doing a full investigation on Huawei. Huawei has said time and time again that they do not pose any national security threat, but the U.S., it's no surprise, continues to try to convince its allies, like the UK, to refrain from allowing 5G to enter their country.
You know, one wonders, too, is this really a U.S. policy? Because I know Nancy Pelosi, for example, came out today and said that, look, she's totally against what John Bolton is doing in many regards. So it seems to be, as many have called it over here stateside, I know, more of a neocon measure. But certainly Huawei is the target for many of these attacks. So let's turn to Huawei if we can, Sarah. Huawei, are they feeling the burn from these U.S. attacks, or are they simply moving forward over there? And if so, how are they doing that?
Well, we were just in, after day one, in their headquarters here in Shenzhen, China, and it looks like they're moving forward from what we saw, everything that they were saying. I mean, are they feeling the burn? They said in the past in interviews that they could be looking at a loss of about $30 billion. Whether that remains, we'll see. I mean, it looks like from the first quarter of 2019, they've been doing just fine. They've already launched out of 26 5G network launches around the world, and 17 of those have Huawei gear, so they're not hurting in that sense, and they're coming up with new infrastructures, Rick, to help provide better wireless connection. We spoke with Office Vice President of Office in Huawei Technologies, and Richard Griffiths basically told us that it's not just in cell phones and telecom communication that we're going to see this 5G. We're also going to see it in entertainment, and it's going to enhance that ability. Take a listen to what he told us.
Virtual reality and augmented reality. The applications they have in Korea let you shoot a video with you dancing superimposed with your favorite K-pop stars. So it actually creates a video, short video, makes it look like you're dancing with someone famous. They then upload this to one of these short-form video websites and share it on social media. This kind of thing for the young people, not for old people like me, but for the young people is very, very popular. These kind of applications take up huge amounts of bandwidth. This is what is going to drive 5G in some markets, not all of them.
So, Rick, they're really changing or attempting to change the evolution of technology and where we're going to be at, not just with entertainment and concerts, but with sports, and again, not just with cell phones and telecommunication gear. Now, they've been able to roll out this 5G and start testing it since mid-2018, being one of the first countries or companies actually to launch it in the world because they were able to develop their own technologies. They have their own manufacturing, and they invest so much money into their research and development team and a department that they're going to continue to hit these goals and do everything they can to prove that they don't risk any national security threat, and hopefully these countries will move forward with 5G infrastructure.
Well, I'm so glad we have you there. Sarah Montes de Oca reporting to us live from China, a country that, if nothing else, certainly economically sees itself right now in the eye of the storm, which is why we are going to continue to bring you a series of reports from inside China. Yeoman's work, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Rick.
So you haven't heard that we're the ones covering the stories that you won't see covered anywhere else? In Venezuela, Kazakhstan. Let's go to Hong Kong. And the media reaction to that has been crickets. How about the way we cover those stories? What the hell does that mean? Huawei, Huawei, Huawei. That's the key word in this case, uprising. Heat? Can you believe that? Watch it. This is the right thing for members of the media to do, to actually pick sides. Look, if you like what you see, subscribe.